Good morning and welcome in, everybody. I've been really poor to do a tarot reading for the Pluto retrograde period. So I was getting badgered, and then so I didn't have time to do the reading last week. And then I thought, oh, it's too late to do it, but something's been badgering me to do it. So Pluto went retrograde on the 2nd of May. Let me just put my glasses on to read this. Yeah, on the 1st of May, we had Venus making a square to Pluto. Venus in Taurus squaring Pluto in Aquarius. On the 2nd, Pluto went retrograde, and it will be retrograde until the 12th of October 2024. On the 2nd of September 2024, Pluto will retrograde back into the final degree of Capricorn. And then on Friday the 3rd of May, last Friday, we had Mars newly in Aries making a sextile to Pluto. And yeah, I was really being badgered about doing this reading. I thought I'd miss the opportunity, but no, Spirit is still badgering me. So we've got 6 months of Pluto being retrograde. And what I was getting from it was this sense of soul retrieval and soul integration for our growth and transformation. So yeah, I haven't even got words for it. But just the words that have come through for me is that it's really important for soul retrieval and shadow work on the back of the energies we've already been through: eclipse season, Mercury retrograde in Aries, full moon in Scorpio, and now that we're sort of landing with new moon in Taurus. Oh, also the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. On the back of all of that, it feels like sort of that's all gone on around us, and now we've got 6 months, which will take us to the next eclipse season, to actually call back our parts of ourselves, our parts of our soul, and integrate all of that. That feels like what these things in April, in the end of March into April, have been about. And now we do the shadow transformation work of integrating all that through till the next eclipse season, okay, which is September, October time. So I'm answering the call. It's been poking me, answering the call, and I am here to do the reading. So let's do some cards and see what we need to know. I'm going to use the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And as always, and especially for Pluto retrograde reading, we're going to use the El Goliath deck. So let's see, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for Pluto retrograde 2024? It started on the 2nd, between Venus making a square to Pluto and Mars making a sextile to Pluto. It feels like there's something about our divine masculine, our divine feminine within, which takes me back to the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra at the end of March, and sort of how we are in relationships, and yeah, how we are with our own divine masculine and our own divine feminine. So if you present as feminine, then you will have a divine counterpart, your animus, which is your divine masculine, working to integrate that in for your sacred union. And if you present as masculine, then you have an anima, that divine feminine counterpart. And I've been doing, on my own personal path, I've been doing a lot of work with my animus, working with divine feminine, divine masculine. In fact, sort of over the last sort of 4 years, no, 6 years, it's been a big part of my own personal work and spiritual practices. And this energy at the moment, and this eclipse axis and nodal axis on the relationship axis of Aries and Libra, there's something about the energy. The Pluto is just playing a big part in it. So let's get back to the reading. Don't know where I got to with the shuffling, so I'm just going to shuffle some more. So what do we need to know for this Pluto retrograde phase from the 2nd of May 2024 to the 12th of October 2024? Messages from Spirit, please. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give us to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? So, okay. At the bottom we've got Starseed. What lights you up? Okay, what lights you up at a soul level? Then we've got Irama. Where are you being called to journey to? Okay, are you being called to sacred sites? Are you being called out into nature? You know, where in the world lights you up? And inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart, as always. And also your portal of your heart, you've got the divine masculine, divine feminine, your sacred union there as well. And I've just seen another dimension to that as well. So the starseed energies coming down, our galactic energies coming down from source, from God, from divine. Okay, coming down, that the I want to say the chord of consciousness, and chord isn't the word I'm looking for, but the light of God coming down into us, of consciousness of the masculine energy, with the earth energy, the divine feminine, rising up through us. And sort of when you work with divine feminine and divine masculine, God and Gaia energies within yourself, it's at the portal of the heart where they have sacred union, and tuning into both their energies, combining them into sacred union at the heart and heart-centered consciousness. We go forward in life from heart-centered consciousness. Okay, so let's just pull some tarot and see what we need to know about that. What do we need to know for the Pluto retrograde energies from the 2nd of May 2024 until the 12th of October 2024? Okay. What messages does Spirit have for the collective? What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, and also last week, around the Venus and the Mars energies, Venus entered her home sign of Taurus on the 29th, and then on the 30th, Mars entered his home sign of Aries as well. So it's about you know, messages about the divine masculine and divine feminine coming back home in their home signs, where they're strong in their energies, are at home. Okay, so yeah, they went into their own signs, and then they made these aspects to Pluto at the time that Pluto was turning retrograde. So yeah, I thought I'd miss the opportunity. I know it's like it was too late, but no, Spirit has been badgering me to get this reading out, so here we are. Okay, so we've got the Justice card, the Doves of Equality. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Ten of Wands, the Overwhelmed Beetle. We've got the Tower, the Burning Tree. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Rewarded Frog. The Clarifiers. We've got the High Priestess, the Crescent Moon Cat. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. And we've got the Queen of Wands, the Cosmic Huntress. Okay, let's see what's going on in the subconscious. So we've got the Five of Wands, the Jagged Union. We've got the Star, the Cosmic Guide. We've got the Ace of Wands. Okay, we've got the King of Swords. We've got the Three Pentacles. Are they... okay. Yeah. Okay, I can see where I'm going. So it's like... should I have stopped at the Ace of Wands? But no, I can see why the cards wanted me to go further. So Ace of Wands, then we've got the King of Swords, we've got the Three of Pentacles, we've got the Five of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Cups, we've got the Fool, and we've got the Sacred Heart. Okay. And we've got the Chariot, and we've got the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune and the Karmic Release. That's why they wanted me to go on. So, where did I put my things? Oh, I see them. Right. Okay. So I see the path ahead, and I can see why they wanted me to do this reading. Okay, and it ties into what I was just speaking to you about before. Okay, so where we find ourselves. Justice, the Doves of Equality. So Justice, as a card, it's about balancing the scales of karma. It's about social justice. It's about the Sword of Truth, balancing the scales. Okay, so that on a personal level, that can be, you know, karmic readjustment and things. And another message that I'm getting is balancing between the masculine and the feminine, within and out in society. Okay, we know there's a lot of work to be done out there, but we start off by doing the work within. Okay, energy that's moving away and leaving. We've got the Ace of Swords. You may have had an epiphany around this. I've had an epiphany around it. The last couple of months has been such an epiphany. You know, sort of just when you think we're getting a break, or when I think we're getting a break, the new moon in Taurus, it's like, oh, I can ground and anchor in and everything. Oh no, there's another layer of shadow work to do. There's another epiphany of, through the alignment of the planets and the celestial bodies, guiding us to go deeper, to do more work, to retrieve more of ourselves. 2024 is such a transformational year. I don't even know what's going to happen. I'm just following month by month the astrology and what's unfolding. And already, I mean, we've had that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. That was a big choice point of transformation, but in a really lovely way. Okay, not hard work. Now sort of the work is all the integration and the working with it, and that means, you know, Pluto is about soul level transformation. Okay, and I think as we transform ourselves over this 6 months, we'll see the reflection of it out in the world. And another reason why I was poked to do this reading. Okay, so yes, an epiphany. There's a new, we see the sword of truth, and we see our reflection in it. By that I mean how I see the Ace of Swords, the divine gift of clarity, vision, epiphanies, is that sort of the blade, the metal blade of the Ace of Swords is so shiny, it's like a mirror. The metal reflects your image back to you. Okay, and so we're looking at us, we're seeing ourselves. Okay. Okay, and that's on an individual level and on a collective humanity level as well. Okay, so our foundation energy, just a bit, is the 10 of Wands here, the overwhelmed beetle. I'm just going to check that does say overwhelmed. 100, yes, it overburdened. Sorry, my mistake. The overburdened beetle, and I'm pretty much guessing that everybody is feeling that way. I know we all agreed to come down here and help with this evolutionary journey and this transition from the old paradigm into the age of Aquarius, the new Earth paradigm. But it's a bit of hard work, isn't it? And it's continual. And just when you think it can't get any worse, other things happen. And you look outside at the disintegration of the world around us and all the horrors that we're faced with. And it's a bit overwhelming, isn't it? We just, sometimes you can lose faith and wonder how this new world is ever going to, this new paradigm is ever going to unfold. And I'm always reminded that, it's darkest before dawn and breakdown to breakthrough, and all the other sayings that sort of come to you when you're going through that dark part of the journey. So that's where we are. Okay, message from Spirit. We have the Tower. It is burning up. It is burning down. The world around us is falling apart, disintegrating, and it has to. The destruction of the old has to happen to make way for the birth of the new. And again, it's hard work and it's difficult living through something like this. But what I will say is every time I've had a Tower moment in my life, and I've had many, it's worked out as the best possible thing that could have happened for me without having the Tower, without having my life crash around me. There would never have been the rebirth, there would never have been the redirection, there would never have been the finding my way into something new that I never even contemplated and would never have got to without the old falling away. Then what we're moving into is the Seven of Pentacles. Patience. Our patience will be rewarded. The Seven of Pentacles, the rewarded frog. Okay, so you might just get at the moment. One of the things I've seen sort of Source do, it does it with me, is it just gives you just the breadcrumbs that you need to keep you on track. Okay, it doesn't give you any more than that as you're going through things, because you'd get sidetracked off. None of us would do the work if our lives were so comfortable and wonderful that we could just lounge around and enjoy ourselves. But no, it's like, okay, oh my God, it's too hard, I can't do it. I'll just give you this little fly. Just give you this little breadcrumb. I'll just give you this treat. But have patience, it will all come together. So that's the message that I get from the main reading, the clarifiers. The High Priestess, to go inwards, to connect to your higher self. Your higher self knows, what's going on and what you need to know and what you need to be doing. Okay, that connection to your higher self. Receiving the messages of hope, the oracles and the signs, and being still. And right, I've just seen why it had to be around the Taurus new moon. It's because we need to be centered. We need to slow down, come back into our body, Be centered, be grounded, anchoring, rooting down, and just embodying everything that sort of we've been transforming, calling back all those soul parts, calling back, calling back, calling back, inviting them back into us. Okay, and as we do that, we get stronger and we shine brighter. Okay, then we get the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so we're moving towards a new beginning. Okay, but we need to be in our physicality because we're having a human experience. Yes, we are interdimensional, multidimensional, infinite beings of light and love. Okay, but we're having a human experience. And that is about bringing it down into the physical. Okay. It's one of the things that I know people talk about ascension and the rising of the energy. But we raise our vibration and then we live it out in 3D. Okay, that's how we transmute the energy. That's how we change the vibration of the world, of the planet. Our Gaia's working with us as well. But it's remembering that we're having a human experience. So that energy has to be channeled through our physicality, our physical bodies. We need to embody it. You know, it's very easy to be able to detach and be up with spirit and everything completely out of the physical world. And we're being called, this transformation is a transformation of the physical world. Okay, so we need to be physically here. So we raise our energy and then we draw it down and out into the world. Well, that is how I see it. It's how I've been shown. It may be different for other people, but I'm just saying how it comes through for me. Then we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, fixed fire. For me, the queens represent the fixed energy. So water of fire. Okay, it's Leo energy. Leo energy is about being in your power, is about being in your confidence and your courage, shining your light out, your creativity out. It's solar plexus energy. Okay, that's often where, you know, that's often where the shadows sit. And so we need the Queen of Wands energy to sort of shine. Shine. We go down into that area and we do the clearing and the transformation, and then we shine our light out. Okay, so then what's going on in the subconscious? It's all a bit prickly. Five of Wands. This is difficulty and strife and just a small, when we're overwhelmed, it's not so much the big things, the big stuff that floors us. We get floored by the little stuff, the entanglements on the thorns and things. You know, if you're walking through brambles or something like that, or, you know, even roses, thorns on roses, your clothes getting tagged. And, you know, pulling yourself free from the entanglements. Okay, so the message here is about freeing ourselves from the entanglements. Okay, and it's, you know, it's annoying. The path isn't clear. Along the way, there is all these brambles and cacti and things with thorns on that are going to snag us. Okay. And try and prevent our progress, and they're the shadow things. That's the shadow things, and so we have to disentangle ourselves, okay, to free ourselves. Okay, I'm just seeing this as I'm reading it. Okay, then we've come to the star. So the star is hope and opportunities and new beginnings. For me, it's also about wishing upon a star and following your North Star of destiny. This is our cosmic guide. This is the direction, okay, that we're following. The star is the card that comes after the tower. Okay, Okay, so after things fall away, it may be that all we have is our North Star of destiny to follow, which is in Aries. This is coming back to our sovereignty. This is coming into our power. This is calling our soul parts back to ourselves. That was part of the Mercury retrograde in Aries. Uncovering the soul parts, calling back the soul parts, conversation with the soul parts. Okay, then we've got the Ace of Wands. By following our North Star of destiny, okay, we get the divine gift of fire, of energy, of, I won't say resilience. Now, resilience isn't a word I normally associate with the Ace of Wands, but resilience is the word I've been given, so resilience is the word I'm giving you. It's passion, and being fired up, you know, sort of shining a light and just following that star. Okay, with the King of Swords here, the Father of the Night. So this card in this deck for me is, we've got this owl in the darkness. It's caught a mouse or something. And I always think, when I see this card, I always get the sense and the feeling of the owl being the silent hunter at night. You know, trusting senses, even though we're in the darkness. And that is a message for us. We're in the dark. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what it's going to look like when it unfolds. Okay, we're just trusting and taking one step at a time, and we're using all our senses to tune in and to guide us. Okay, then we've got the Three of Pentacles, the three wise masters. This is about connections and collaborations, finding the members of the soul tribe that are on our path with us. Okay, for me, the Three of Pentacles, when it's about connection and collaborations, it's about the synergy we create with other people. We're working together. It's greater than the sum of the parts going in, because sort of you lift each other up and you bounce ideas off each other, and sort of you spark and create from each other. It really is sort of a cauldron of magical synergy that's created. So yeah, finding it, calling in those others that that are there for you, your little communities and things working together. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles, hardship mountain. Okay, so for me, the Five of Pentacles is about when we look outwards and we see the hardship and we see the difficulty, okay, and we may be comparing ourselves to other people, and yeah, the feeling that we're not enough, that other people have it easier. Okay, the message for me always with the Five of Pentacles is to turn that focus round and into your heart and connect into all the abundance and all the love, and all the sort of support that you've got around you. You have armies of spiritual helpers, spiritual allies. They're there all around us, just waiting for us to call on them and give them permission to help us. So make sure you do that. And then we've got the Six of Pentacles, which is the sacred white scale ball. So we started off with justice and the scales of justice. We've got the Six of Pentacles here, more scales, more reciprocity. Look at the balance and harmony in your life. One, between your masculine and feminine within. Two, within the relationships in your life. Are you always a giver? Do you not know how to receive? If someone compliments you, do you minimize it? Are you open to receptivity and to receiving? These are things to question and to ask about yourself, and to come into a better balance. Okay. Knowing when to say no, and also knowing when you need to retreat and take care of yourself. Don't always be giving to others. You need to fill your own cup up first. And time to time, just retreat and go into your own space and fill yourself up. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, then we've got the Six of Wands, the old Goliath hive. And, you know, this is victory. This is bees working together. And always, this beehive always reminds me of a heart. Okay, this is all of us, all us heart-centered consciousness people working together in little communities, little pockets all over the world. Okay, we're all doing our little bit together for the good of humanity, for the good of the hive. Then we've got the 4, the eternal vagabond. Okay, just stepping off of the precipice into the journey, doesn't know where it's going. We don't, none of us know. We have the King of Swords telling us that we don't know where we're going. But also for me, this is often comes with the Tower. Okay, and sort of sometimes you just have to step off and do it. Sometimes it can be the pull factors that this is great and exciting, and yeah, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going to step off the edge and just go with the flow. Sometimes it can be the push factors. Oh my God, if I don't get out of this situation, if I don't trust myself enough and am brave enough just to take that step off the edge, this situation's going to kill me, and I'm always going to feel that regret in my heart that I wasn't brave enough to do it. Okay, so you can go either way. You can jump off in excitement, or you can know that sort of the tower's falling, the tree's burning behind me. If I don't jump now, you know, it's going to be over. So we jump into the new without knowing where we go, just trusting that, you know, I just take this step and then the universe is going to be there to capture me. And then we've got the sacred heart, the heart and soul of Goliath. This is the core of everything. Love is at the centre of everything. Love is everything. It's the energy of the universe, multiverse, and we are so loved. We are just absolutely bathed in love. Everything loves us. You know, this is at the core of it all, connecting into this. And that's where I thought we were going to end. But then sort of the next card was the Chariot, which is that having the head and heart going in the same direction, heart-centered consciousness to go forward. That's how we make progress, and that's how we ride to victory. With the Magician, it's all within us. You know, we are the alchemical master. We channel down from spirit. Okay, we transmute and transform that energy within us with all the elements, and then we manifest it out into the world at the right time. Divine timing, the great wheel, the great cycle of life, the planets and everything is cycles of life and evolution and everything. It's all, you know, we're here, we're meant to be here. There's divine timing in it all, and we can trust that. And then we finish off with the karmic release, the sacred karmic deer. And as we do this, at each step we're releasing the karma, we're releasing our karma, we're releasing the collective karma, we're evolving and birthing the new paradigm. Okay, so I wasn't quite expecting it to be that big, but I can completely see now why Spirit has been prodding me for days to get round to do this reading. Okay, and I'm glad I did. We're just going to pick one more card. We're just going to have a summing up card from the Art of the Sacred Wheel deck. So let's see, what do we need to know for this Pluto retrograde from the 2nd of May 2024 to the 12th of October 2024. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give us to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? So I was just looking to see if there was any more cards. This was the first one that I saw that needed to come out, but there was a couple of others, and it's like, do they need to come out? So the card that came out, we've got 11, Trust, a call to embodiment. This is calling it all back in. This is coming into our body. I want to take that one actually as well. Number 1, see the truth of a rise in beauty. And that one. Temple Dancer, shaping a cosmic reality. Okay, so number 11, Trust, a call of embodiment. This is bringing the energy back in, calling it down, coming back into our bodies, calling our soul back. Okay, then we've got the card number 1, see the truth of a rise in beauty. Our souls rising up within us and shining out. And then number 35, Temple Dancer, shaping a cosmic reality. What was I just saying before about the cycles and the patterns and everything? We're part of this great cosmic dance. Actively be part of it. Consciously be part of it. Shine our light in the cosmic dance. Okay, so, woohoo! That's your Pluto retrograde reading. I can see why we needed to know it. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonates for you. I think this is going to be one you keep coming back to over the next 6 months. Make notes on it and return to it. So I thought I had a great big anarchist day in the clouds outside. Maybe I have. So anyway, that's just a little sign for me, I think. Yeah, I hope it's resonated. If you'd like a personal reading, email me at the email address below the video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful Pluto return. Sorry, Pluto retrograde. Nobody's going to get a Pluto return. It's a 248-year cycle. So Pluto retrograde. I hope this reading supports you through it, and from the bottom of my heart, in deep gratitude and love, thank you for watching.